You know who it is. If you don't, it's your boy Shake. Shout out to the Shake Squad and shout out to the Rise community. Shout out to everybody playing NBA 2K25. I want you to have a fun and safe summer. Enjoy yourselves, and I'll see you guys out there in the city.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Bashford reporting live from 2K TV, man. This summer, I want
And just about to get underway as the starting fives have been announced. Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. Now a look at Dallas' starting lineup. They've got Darius Garland, Anunoby out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Desmond Bane. And it's Drummond in at the 5, down low. And for the Timberwolves, they've got Porzingis. Trae Young is out there with Edwards. Then there's Risa Shea. And it's Jovic in at the power forward position. We've got a couple of top contenders from the Eastern Conference, Greg, and this one feels like there's a little extra buzz in the air. Do you feel it?
Oh, Kevin, it's almost that postseason feel, right? High expectations for both of these teams. A great opportunity to lock in and kind of get a barometer for where you are against the playoff level opponent.
Kristaps Porzingis a tough cover. This guy knows he can make threes. Now you get inside the lane and look out.
Giannis up top, and Garland has it in the corner. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Jovic. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. I spoke briefly with Chris Finch. I asked him how he'll try to handle Giannis Antetokounmpo tonight. The coach remarked, handle? You can't handle Giannis. We'll give him different looks and clog lanes, but really all we can do is pray his shot isn't falling. There's nothing wrong with asking for a little divine intervention on defense tonight, I guess. Guys?
All right, thank you, David.
That's a great beginning. 3 for 3 from the floor.
And when Porzingis goes to work inside, Doris, there are not a lot of answers for his side.
We know, Kevin, obviously, that post-ups become less and less a part of the game, but still an important one opportunistically. And you talk about efficiency in the post, that is Kristaps Porzingis. But not only that, the mid-range game is there, the three-point game is there, and the defense is there.
The Timberwolves shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. Free throw good, Edwards. You hear, Doris, people now calling Anthony Edwards one of the faces of the NBA. And I'm assuming you'd agree.
100% agree, because the skills are extraordinary. The development in his decision-making has gone leaps and bounds from where it was. Beyond that, Kevin, he's a lockdown defender, one of the best competitors, fearless in the big moments, and one of the most charismatic young men in the league today. This guy is spectacular.
Now, here's Bane. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production.
And Bane likes using his strength on those physical plays, proving just how tough he is.
Bane against Edwards. Rebound, Andre Drummond. Last game for the Mavericks, they picked up the W against the Hornets.
Yeah, they took advantage of some porous defense in that one. Really got the shots they wanted.
Give them some credit. I'll tell you this. They caught an opponent on a very off night defensively, and you take advantage. Simple as that.
Now, here's Bane. An 11-point game for him in the win against Charlotte.
You like to see Giannis hitting those, but you'll live with that if you're the defense.
Here's Young. They lead by 1. Here's Jovic. Here's Porzingis. The kick out to Young. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Risa Shea. The basket good. Off the assist from Young.
A true highlight of Ricochet's game, his ability to just knock it down from beyond.
Floats it up for Giannis. Porzingis with the steal. Here's Edwards. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
And the pass to Bane. Giannis outside. Drummond trying to get himself free. Another three for Dallas.
And when Giannis is sinking that shot, he is impossible to guard.
Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota. And every year, and Greg, we agree, Bane seems to get better and better as a playmaker.
Doesn't overdo anything with his passing. Looks more and more comfortable creating off the driving kick. He's become a large part of this offensive engine.
A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Yabusele comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Kogi's checked in for OG Anunoby. And it's TJ McConnell in for Garland.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
And McConnell gets it to go.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Here's Carrington. Comes up empty down low. Now, here's McConnell. Pass to Yabusele. Now, Richards. Passes to McConnell. Fires for three. That shot off. Timberwolves leading by 4. Here's Bailey. Still yet to score. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
And he just lights it up from downtown. Bane, so dangerous from out there.
Here's Carrington. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. To the middle. Here's McConnell. The rebound by Carrington. Timberwolves leading by 3. There's 38 seconds left to play here in the first. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession.
Dallas ball.
Fresh is checked in for the Mavericks. Mavericks trail by 3. McConnell passes to Fresh. Now, here's Bane. Over Diallo. Gets it to fall. The bucket from Bane. Bane's got 7 points.
And this game already taking shape as an offensive battle.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack of defense, but boy, the rules promote scoring, no doubt.
Here's Carrington. Buries the long-range jumper. And the Timberwolves lead by 4. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Minnesota on top. They're up by 4. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back.
18.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
It's Garland with the ball for the Mavericks. 4-point game. This is their first chance this season playing the Timberwolves.
Yeah, but this is a team they faced and beat in the postseason a year ago.
We've got Anthony Edwards, also young out there. Porzingis is out there with Rizachet. And it's Jovic in a power forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
They never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
And the Mavericks with possession here after the basket by Minnesota. Garland dishes to Giannis. Antetokounmpo converts inside.
And this is where you feed Giannis. The closer he is, the more dangerous he becomes.
Edwards passes to Jovic. It's rebounded by Dallas. They host the Kings after this game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. The dish to Giannis. Here's Anunoby. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. Anunoby's got himself on the board with 3 there. Young passes to Porzingis. Here's Jovic. And there's another one for the Timberwolves. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, Giannis Antetokounmpo is not one to puff out his chest and chase accolades. He said, I put the work in. That's how I get my confidence. I don't follow the media or my stats. What I know is that I put the work in. I try to be the best version of myself. And that focus has served him well. Kevin?
It has. You know, his dedication, David, unquestioned. And we appreciate your report. Andre Drummond's checked in for fresh. Out to Porzingis. Fires the 3. Good on the three-point shot. Porzingis has got 5.
He's got the green light. Porzingis understands. Be ready on the catch.
Back to Garland. Uses the glass to finish the lane.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Minnesota calls timeout. Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectations.
Now, here is Young. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Inside, and Antetokounmpo. Another shot. Powers through inside. Giannis.
They are just killing them on the interior.
To Porzingis. Back to Young. There's the pass to Jovic. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Edwards. What a shot by Edwards.
Edwards well covered on the interior. Scores through the contest.
And here's Giannis. He's got 10. Out to the right wing. There's Garland. Porzingis with the block. And they're able to recover. Here's Antetokounmpo. Again, the Mavericks score. Minnesota's gone along perfectly from three-point range tonight. They've gone 5 for 5. Pass to Porzingis. Pass to Rizachet. And another 3 for Minnesota.
He's got a nose for the bucket. Rizachet ready to go once he got it.
Garland against Young. Garland kicks to Anunoby. Outside, Bain. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. fresh from a win against Portland.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
Well, how about the job they got from their bench? That productivity was a major part of the outcome.
And the Mavericks with possession here, following the 3 by Minnesota. And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
And looking to stop this run and get back on track.
Really needs to settle his guys down right now and get them refocused.
Both teams will make substitutions.
Here's a look at some stats for Kristaps Porzingis.
Over the last 10 games or so, he's really shown up. And with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands, and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And his ability to patrol the lane is a difference maker for that team. Exceptional timing and anticipation. That's why he's a top 10 shot blocker. Passes it to Giannis. Back to Anunoby. Puts up a deep 3. Dallas, no good that time either.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. Might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Bagley, no good. Mavericks trail by 6. McConnell in the corner. The pass to Giannis. Giannis rips it down.
Every aspect of Giannis's game showing tonight. Just unreal.
Here's Carrington. He's covered by McConnell. To the wing on the left. DAL with it. Nothing on the board. Porzingis can't hit.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Pass to McConnell. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Carrington. The jump hook, and it's Porzingis getting it to go. Porzingis has got 7 points.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Timberwolves lead by 3. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Jason, a hard-fought first half. How do you assess the game so far?
We're going to need everybody.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the period. They didn't stop fighting in the second quarter as they maintained most of their first quarter lead and now lead by 3 at the break. And Kenny, what did you see out there from the Timberwolves?
The bench scoring has been a big key for them. They came in with energy, and they were able to get the starters a real break because of the way they performed. That's the kind of production every team hopes to have from their second year.
And Shaq, what do you have to say about the Mavericks?
That's just a weak perimeter team. Can't let a team sink that many threes, especially at such a high percentage. They need to come out in the second half and just do better. Otherwise, the barrage will continue.
And that's all we have for now.
Please give a big round of applause.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. On the floor for Dallas, they've got Antetokounmpo, Desmond Bane out there with Darius Garland. Then there's Andre Drummond, and it's Anunoby in at the small forward. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's on Porzingis. And with each passing season, DB, OG Anunoby seems to keep getting more and more versatile.
You are exactly right, Kevin. What we know unequivocally is this is one of the best cross-positional defenders in the league. One of those guys that's truly capable of guarding 1 to 5. But his willingness to be a three-point threat, an offensive rebound, and put it on the deck is exactly what you're talking about.
That's good from Anunoby. One of the best 3 and D wings in the league. Well, let's start with OG Anunoby, who excels from the corner.
And Kevin, about 45% on quarter threes the last couple seasons. So OG can space that floor horizontally. That's in addition to his elite defensive ability.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
What you love about OG Anunoby, this guy widely regarded as one of the league's top defenders, guys, but he's starting to become a more consistent scorer now as his career has gone on.
Now here's Porzingis. Young outside. For 3, Edwards. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. Young's got 4 assists in the game.
This guy is constantly refining his game, and Anthony Edwards is dangerous from 3.
Here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 14. Here's Garland. Hits the jumper in space. And that's now 7 points for Darius Garland.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now, here's Anunoby. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in. Antetokounmpo. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Well, OG Anunoby is going to continue to develop his game, and that pass, that was pretty.
To the left side wing. Here's Jovic. Antetokounmpo defending.
Clearly a foul.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. First personal foul. First team foul.
The Timberwolves shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Jovic. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Mavericks making a switch here. Yabusele's checked in. He hits both from the stripe.
Boy, really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Garland, the pass to Drummond. Here's Anunoby, and Dallas again with the bucket.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Minnesota shooting an incredible 64% from the field in this game. And the Timberwolves call time here. see the 2K leaderboard. Not only have these teams caused a lot of turnovers over the last 10 games, but they've scored off them as well. The Timberwolves second, the Mavericks fourth.
Yeah, both of these teams of late forcing turnovers and converting them into offense at the other end.
Garland against Young to the wing right side. Here's Shea. Count the basket. Shea's got 11 points.
Oh, that's a great sign for Shea, proving he can handle the physicality of the NBA.
Drummond passes to Yabusele. Here's Anunoby, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. He's shooting free throws, number 4 in 5 here.
And this season, he's maintained very good form at the line, shooting at about an 83% clip.
And the first one at the line is good. Bailey, he's checked in for Porzingis. The Mavericks also with a sub. Fresh is checked in for Drummond. Both free throws good from Anunoby. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Pass to Jovic. Down low. And it's Young. Good time on the assist by Shea. Young's got his second basket of the night.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Outside Garland. Pocket 6. Anunoby outside. Rebound Minnesota. Jovic has got 4 rebounds in this game.
You know, missed that one, but still a really good start coming off the break. 3 for 4 now.
It's Young on the wing. To the wing on the left. Pass to Shea. Unloads. And there's another one for the Timberwolves.
And just good at staying under control. Even when Young is under duress, he just keeps his composure.
Garland looking it over. A 3. Sinks the triple. Garland's got 10.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Here's Jovic. 8 points for him. Here's Bailey. The rebound by Yabusele. For Dallas, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. The wide-open look here for Garland. Another 3 for Dallas.
Wow, a lot of distance on that jumper by Darius Garland. Nice.
Minnesota calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Yabusele. Okogie comes in for OG Anunoby. And it's TJ McConnell in for Bain. Bagley kicks to Diallo. Second chance shot. It's rebounded by Dallas. Okogie, the pass to Garland. Yep, that one goes in there. McConnell's got the lead up to 2 now for the Mavs.
Here is a guy who is not shy about sharing the basketball. If you are open, Darius Garland will find you.
GA, you look how Garland can create for himself. Very good off the catch or the bounce.
So deadly off of those high pick and rolls because he can dribble into that 3. A playmaker that can do that is a headache. Garland knows how to create that space and get his looks.
Young finds Bagley. Now DAL over Garland, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Diallo's got his first points of the night.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
McConnell against Young. Garland left side. Over Diallo. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Young looking around. Here's the three, and another three for Minnesota. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Mavericks ahead. They lead by 1. From Target Center, back in a moment. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Aiden Watson is out there with ABC. And there's Porzingis. Then there's Anthony Edwards. And it's Carrington in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
That's a huge three-pointer. He'd love to become a go-to guy for them here in crunch time.
Yeah, when he gets going, he adds another dimension to their offense that can make a huge difference when the game's on the line.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
Go into the rack with energy. This is a D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage. In a close game, those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Offensive rebound. Antetokounmpo.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. Once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
Here's Porzingis. Rebound Andre Drummond. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Dallas. On the wing, Anunoby. A three-pointer off the mark. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Here's Carrington. Outside, Porzingis. Here's Edwards. The muscle from Edwards.
And that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
Here's Garland. Porzingis with the block. Out to the wing. Here's Carrington. And again, it's Minnesota.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
Dallas calls timeout. Minnesota making a switch. And reporter David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Jason Kidd going over the plan with his teams for the last few minutes. Now, they've been happy with the way the team is shooting. He reminded players to keep taking those threes, that they've had some clean looks. When that three goes in, it's always a welcome sight. Guys?
Thanks, David. Now, here's Garland over Young. And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Garland.
Now, Darius Garland clearly in a groove, and his teammates just rely on him to get great production.
Watson with it. He's guarded by Anunoby. Edwards inside. Over Bain. Edwards, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, face it, he whiffs on them.
And he gets it to go.
Boy, how about the nimbleness to overcome the defense inside. Darius Garland makes his opportunities.
Now, here is Young. over Garland. And again, it's Minnesota converted.
This is why people are just so high on Young, because he comes through with big shots in the game.
Pass to Bain. Over Edwards. Again, the Mavericks score.
And made for the bright lights. Big bucket there from Bain.
Minnesota calls timeout. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling. Is to keep the ball out of his hands.
Reza Shea, he's checked in for Peyton Watson. Right wing. Here's Jokic. To Reza Shea, just 5 to shoot. There's the triple, drills the three-pointer, and the Timberwolves lead by 3.
Assertive play by Reza Shea. Not every rookie is ready to shoulder the big moment.
And the Mavericks call time here. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
He is absolutely dialed in from outside. They need to close out on him much quicker when he's lining up those threes.
Now, here's Garland. The pass to Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And he knows he's the leader of this team. Giannis embracing the opportunity to come through with big baskets.
Porzingis kicks to Edwards. Over Bain. That's good from Edwards on the assist by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 3 assists tonight.
Anthony Edwards relishes big-time moments, and he delivers right there.
Offensive rebound. Richards finds Giannis. And there's the block. Just stops it cold and takes possession. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
There's a reason people call Kristaps Porzingis the unicorn. A 7-foot big man, but boy, what a sweet shooter he is.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
And thanks to his good work at the line there, now we have a 2-possession ball game.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Makes it off the glass. Giannis has got 6 in the quarter.
There is no question Antetokounmpo is a star in this league. This team trusts him to make the big shot.
Good D by Anunoby. Mavericks trail by 3. Bain passes to Anunoby. The 3 from Garland. It drops. A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Reza Shea with it. He's guarded by Anunoby. A shot.
Coming up big. What poise from Reza Shea on that clutch bucket.
And so Giannis will bring it up for the Mavericks. To take the lead, laces one from 3.
And a big-time playmaker. When the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis.
And the Timberwolves call timeout. They're behind by 1. 27 seconds left to play here in the 4th.
Hey, fans, who wants a big t-shirt? Make some noise. Let's get more, man.
And Minnesota has possession. Here's Young. Got it!
So calm when the game is on the line. Young knows it's his job to bring this game home.
Dallas calls timeout. They're trailing by 1. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
This is where great coaching can pay dividends.
Well, this is a chance to take the lead, so you've got to draw the play to make it happen.
Now here's Giannis.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
So it's a narrow victory for the Mavericks, pulling out the W. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And now let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Giannis, you have said in the past you have even more untapped potential. So how did you put your fingerprints on this game?
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.